Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down how you can fix your low conversion rate in your Shopify store. And I'm going to show you a ton of before and after examples of a ton of amazing conversion rate optimization changes that our team has made over this past couple of months, just to show you, first of all, what the problems are with the befores, and then the optimizations that we made after to have significant improvements on the average order value, conversion rate, so on and so forth. So as always, guys, if you drop a like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, it helps with the algorithm. And as always, if you're interested in working with myself and my team, links are in the description to work with our agency. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive on into this. Okay, guys, so first things first, I want you to take a look at here is a product page for a client of ours that we've been working with for almost over a year at this point. And on the left-hand side, you're going to see the before. On the right-hand side, you're going to see the after. I'm going to discuss that in a moment. But on the left-hand side, what I want you to notice are what are the issues with this initial product page. Right? It basically lacks a lot of information above the fold. The way that the product images are laid out is really unoptimized, and the title for the product is huge, but it doesn't give you any information about it, right? And so what we call this section here is quote unquote above the fold, right? So what is the information that we're giving someone when they land on any given page before they actually need to scroll on their phone and go below the fold? And so again, the main issues here is the menu is too large. The cart section here doesn't need to say cart. The image section for all of the product images are laid out incorrectly. The large text above the fold is incorrect. And so what are the changes that we made immediately? So the first thing that we added here, guys, was a free shipping threshold or an information banner, right? It doesn't have to be a free shipping threshold. This can be whatever you want, but utilizing some sort of banner on the website is super important because this is a very key area that people can glance at a quick second and get a decent amount of information, whatever the case may be. The second change we made here was changing the cart drawer, right? Just putting it into an icon. And the key change we made here was utilizing, first of all, this brand already had amazing product photography. So why are we leading with such a plain static image on the left-hand side? We changed that up, added actually a few bestseller badges and a quote unquote gains badge. This lets people know, hey, this is a protein. This is like, it's going to give you gains, whatever. We also changed up all of the information above the fold. So we made the font way smaller, gave a tiny little explanation on what the product is, as well as laying out an area of social proof to put the area of reviews, right? The number of reviews, 930, 4.7 out of 5 stars. Then we added an area where someone can just change the flavors, right? They don't actually need to go to a different section because again, what we're selling here is a different protein powder, different flavors. So boom, they can come in and click the chocolate, they can get the matcha, they can look at the melon soda flavor, whatever. And then at the bottom here, we changed the buy button to actually prompt them to subscribe to the monthly subscription. So this is just the above the fold optimization. I don't want to spend too much time on one brand here because I want to take a couple of opportunities to look at a couple of other brands. But as you can see from an overall perspective, guys, this is not only visually much more pleasing, but it adds much more social proof, much more education, and allows the customer to find what they are looking for in a much easier way. And you can imagine the improvement that we had in conversion rate with this specific brand just from redesigning the product page. Okay, guys, so this is another client of ours that sells camera bags and accessories, and left-hand side is before, right-hand side is after. What do you notice on the left-hand side, guys? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds with the Jeopardy music. Okay, time's up. So initially, the header right here, cool. They already have a banner on the website, but it looks a little bit stretched. The logo is a little bit stretched. This whole area is kind of stretched. The product image is huge, and there's no other information above the fold, right? There's no product name, there's no pricing, there's no reviews, there's no information about the product. And when you scroll down, this actually gets much worse. It was laid out in a very poor way. And so what did we go ahead and do and change as far as making optimizations? Number one, right? We made the banner much cleaner and just simply visually smaller, as well as the actual overall area of where the brand's logo is. Second of all, we redesigned the way that the product images showed up, again, adding a best sellers badge, similar to what we did with the previous brand, and we redesigned the way that the images flow. So again, they're much smaller. Below that, you can see other images. Again, you can see how before, how it was just very stretched out and they weren't actually sized properly. As you would scroll, it go from like a 9:16 to a 1:1 photo to a 1:1 to a 9:16. So very unproportionate. And then number 4, the change here is adding the product information, right? So pricing, information about the bag, the product name, number of reviews. And the 5th one here was adding some USPs about the actual product, right? So vegan leather, soft suede-like fabric interior, adjustable straps, functional and fashionable. And that way, at a glance of an eye, right before the person even scrolls down to add to cart or get more information about the product or the brand, at a glance of an eye above the fold, they are seeing all of these changes in comparison from the left to the right. They're getting much more education, much more social proof, and overall, this is a much cleaner experience for the customer, especially on mobile. Okay, guys, last but not least, this is another example of a conversion rate optimization taken to a product page. Okay, so what you'll notice on the left-hand side here, guys, this is actually a bit of a better product page compared to the last 2, right? There's good sized product images here, information about the brands or information about the product, number of reviews, and the pricing is all above the fold. So how can we make this better? What did we do? Initially, we actually highlighted the free shipping banner and put it just as small as this is, guys. You can see the difference here, like how the brand logo and the free shipping banner, first of all, it wasn't actually centered and it wasn't, it didn't give that sort of like cutoff where you can tell that this is a different section. It kind of just flowed without this black line. So we added that there, centered this, actually underlined the shop now area. And then what did we do? We changed up the product image sequence. So instead of leading with these plain product images with just a white background, people want to see what the product would look like in a lifestyle shot. If I own this, what it would look like. So we're now leading with a different style of imaging, right? We've resized the imaging below for the following images in the carousel. And then we actually changed up the whole bottom layer of the product information, the USPs, the pricing, as well as the differentiating ability to choose different, gold or silver. So you'll see number 3 here, we changed the entire layout, right? Much smaller text, information of where the product is, or the product pricing, USPs, quality that lasts, hyperallergenic metals only, water resistant. And then we added the ability to add a number of quantity, right? As well as change between gold and silver. And so just these changes above the fold, guys, if you can start to put yourself into this mindset of like, what type of education do we need to give the customer before they even start scrolling, I can guarantee you this is going to have a major impact on your conversion rate optimization. If you'd be interested in having my team do a complete website audit or redesign or something like that for your website, hit the link below, apply to have a conversation directly with myself, whether it's paid ads, email and SMS marketing, conversion rate optimization like this, or user generated content. I'm sure we're going to have the ability to help your brand grow. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to be doing multiple of these videos. We have so many different examples of before and after transformations that we've done for our clients, and I can't wait to share more. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.